Ocugen's CEO. Shankar, my first question is how you went from eye disease to COVID-19 vaccine.
Great question. This is a pandemic. It's taking a lot of lives. And we have significant expertise, including myself, who came from large pharma, managed a global operations team for a huge vaccine product, which is distributed globally over 100 countries. And we have an incredible team, coming from my, ex-Pfizer and Merck. When we looked at the pandemic, we looked into the U.S. market. Most of the vaccines which we are here, there are 3 of them, have EUAs being distributed, and they're all based on spike protein. So what we looked into that and said, we had a good relationship with this company in the professional in the past. We did a project when I was at a large pharma, a good company, and they really did a tremendous job, almost like producing more than 16 vaccines and billions of doses distributed globally. And this is a great company. So we said, okay, you're working something differentiated vaccine, which is a whole virion-based vaccine, which has a broad protection just beyond spike protein, which could be really needed and necessary in our arsenal in the U.S. That's why we started working on it. See, when you're in a war as a soldier, you can't sit on the sidelines. You have to jump in. And here, thanks to a lot of biopharmaceutical companies who are contributing to COVID-19 fight, and obviously we have experience, we have expertise, we have a network. We thought, we can bring this to the U.S. to save lives. That's the reason we jumped in.
And I know you are focused on the U.S. and getting distribution here. I guess I'm wondering why the U.S. government would purchase your vaccine when it's already doing so from Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and maybe soon Novavax.
Could you repeat?
Oh, Shankar, just wondering about the market for why you're focused on the U.S. and what kind of customer you think you're going to get in the U.S. when we already have been buying 3 vaccines, J&J, Moderna, Pfizer, and maybe Novavax soon.
Reasonable question. Again, as I mentioned before, it's a differentiated vaccine. This is based on the whole virion, right? Means it has got beyond spike. There are other antigens in there, such as nucleocapsid protein, which is critical because it's in the domain in the vaccine. So when you get vaccinated with this, you get antibody responses to multiple antigens. That's very important. I mean, you talked about variant, right? You got South African variant, Brazil variant, UK variant, and virus keeps escaping. So you are going to see these variants. And we already have generated, our partners have generated significant data showing this is very effective against UK variant. There is no reduction in the neutralizing antibodies based on the study they did, taking actually, virus from the patients who are infected and doing the tests on that, not lab-engineered virus. And so once again, we believe, it has potential to be very effective against South African and Brazil variants because it gave a very strong humoral response and cellular response, which is very important for long-term durability. And again, the publication just came out this week in Lancet, the phase 2 data from Bharat Biotech. It's very strong. And I think I encourage everybody to take a look at it. And because of the broad spectrum protection, taking this vaccine, and it may prevent taking boosters and other vaccines in the future. Because how many boosters are you going to develop? So this is very important. We need to take a step back, scientifically look at it. How do we minimize viral escape? And if you take a broad-based vaccine such as this one, which works for ages, for poliovirus for kids, it's safe, number one. It uses a similar platform that uses poliovirus, and therefore it can be given to children. And we have to do some additional studies, but Bharat has already done work in their phase 2 study, which is published, 12-plus age group. Currently, the EUAs don't go below 16. That's a big plus.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.